Arkadaşlar merhabalar. Yeni bir Witcher 3 bölümüne daha hoş geldiniz. Oyunumuzda en son Prenses adında bir keçiyi bulmuştuk ve orada kalmıştık. Daha doğrusu orada ikinci bölümü noktalamıştık. Kaldığımız yerden devam edelim isterseniz. Uzun zaman oldu oynamayalı bende. Bakalım bu bölümde başımıza neler gelecek. Şöyle devam et diyelim. Şimdi tamam, o herif orada. Nereye götürüyor bizi? Baronla konuş mu diyor. Aynen. Baronun yanına gideceğiz. Binelim bakalım. Ya çekil. Bunların kalesi niye yanıyor ya? Herkese çarpıyorum. Şöyle şu kapıyı birisi nazikçe açsın ya. Şimdi
Not so fast, Roach.
buraya ne olmuş ya?
Oswin? Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable. We've got to save him. He'll burn alive. Him and the horses.
See what I can do.
Hurry
Yardım
now,
edelim.
quick!
Şimdi seyisi ve yanan ağırdaki atları kurtar. Tamam.
He's still in the stables.
Ne
Save him.
yapabilirim?
Looks like rain.
Haritada bana bir şey göstermiş mi? Kapı kilitli. Burada
Shit. Fire's spreading.
bu herifin kardeşi ne? Burada bir şey var. Lan! Söndürmeye geldik, daha da yakıyoruz.
Damn it. Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Nerede bu kız ya? Bunların içinde su olsaymış hiç fena olmazmış. Oo, nefes alamayacağız. Gelmişken soyalım. Nefes alalım şurada. Neredeydi? Koruyucu kalkan. Ateş hasarı. Kinetik patlama. Koruyucu kalkanla dursun. Tabii bu herifin kız kardeşi nerede ya?
Damn it. Won't budge. Probably bolted on the inside. Need another way in.
Tamam, nefesimizi
Damn it. Won't budge. Probably bolted on the inside. Need another way in.
ona göre kullanacağız. Hızlı hareket edeceğiz. Allah. Lan yanıyorum.
Over here! Can't get out! Root
Sürtün bakayım atla. Lan. Oğlum yavaş. Sakin. Nereye çıkacak bunlar? Bir şey oldu. Kesin çökecek burası ya. Hah çıktılar. İyi bari.
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Vay
Don't play
şerefsiz.
me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
Bad idea.
Yapma ya.
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Oo. Vur yavrum.
Not good.
Oğlum bu öküz gibi vuruyor ha. Sen hayırdır? Sen misin lan karın döven?
We need to talk.
Çok güzel dövmüşüz ama ya. O da bizi dövüyordu da iyi yırttık. Canımız bittiydi neredeyse.
Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna.
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Bunu seçelim bakalım. Bunu
You
işaretlemiş.
knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Lan hıyarsın zaten. Diyelim.
Gotta
Yani
admit, I do
döverek,
think
şiddet
you're a
uygulayarak
prick. Not because you couldn't
uzaklaştırmış
control
sanırım.
them, but because you drove them away.
What?
Don't play the idiot. You gave them no choice.
Anna and I. It wasn't as it seemed. Seems.
Yani.
All right, I'm all ears. Tell me what happened. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Sonra ne oldu?
What happened next?
Next. It only got worse.
Ay yaş herif seni.
I awoke at sunset, not
İçip
knowing
içip
how
ne
many
yaptığını
days had
hatırlamıyor.
passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there.
Biliyor kendini ya.
There was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
Konuş lan.
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Get hold of yourself.
Şöyle
Men
güzel bir
like you,
küfür
when they
yazsaydı
break down,
şurada
look downright
iyi
pathetic.
giderdi.
You're a heartless bastard.
Mutations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
Yani.
Details you don't need to know. There's a bond of blood between this creature and your wife and daughter. I can use that bond to find them.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual, and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll
Amma
show you where I
uzattınız ya.
buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the
Hadi işe
better.
koyulalım
Best
artık.
do it tonight, at midnight.
Çok uzadı
Then
bak.
wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Birkaç saat sonra.
A bit further. Follow me.
Saat 23:50, yağmurlu bir hava.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Lan şişko yürü. Beni bekliyor bak.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Oo.
Look!
Aynı babası.
Take it in your arms,
Berbatçığı
quick.
bir
And if it
laberkine
goes
çevirelim.
guaranteed, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep
Sarılın bakayım
screaming or
bir
we'll
oğlum.
turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What? With this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Birazcık daha hızlı gidebilirsin ya. Ne oldu lan?
Hungry specters. Botchlings sent to trap.
Eyvah. Yavaş lan yavaş. Abla.
Do something!
You like that silver?
Ya sıradaki gelsin. Bir dakika ama bir dakika. Biraz da sana. Bu da gitti. Evet. Bizde var mı sıkıntı? Berbatçik sakinleştir diyor.
Oh,
Tamam.
quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me?
Birazcık
Nothing.
canımı doldurabilirim. Biraz inek sütü.
Told you,
Fena
gotta
olmaz.
bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family.
Şuna bak ya. Ya olur ne olmaz. Şunlar dursun da. Burada bir şey var. Heyulalar gene geliyor sanırım.
They're coming. Need to hurry.
Gelin bakalım.
On with it. Pull up with it.
Lost your nerve?
Bir dakika, bir saniye. Oo. Birisi fena ya.
Come on.
Bitti mi? Hadi ama. Daha kaç tane çıkacak? Gel buraya gel. Diğerlerinden farklı ya. Hop. İçinden geçerim. Bir de vurabilsem.
That silver.
Ne oldu lan? Hop. Bir de Hayır.
Squirming again. Like a daft eel. I cannot hold it.
Oğlum bir kontrol edemiyorsun şunu ya.
It stopped.
Manyak.
Chosen a name?
No,
So think of one. It's important.
it's a girl. What would Annie have named her?
Resmen bebek bakıcılığı yapıyoruz. Ya doğrusu koruyuculuğu. Ne oldu? Ne tatlı şey.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good.
Öldü.
Now bury the body.
Acaba gömünce normal insan olarak mı çıkacak ki?
What now?
In one day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin.
Ha, Laberkin.
I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll
Wow.
wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Ne diyor? Berbatçik'in gömüldüğü yerde Laberkin'i çağır. Otur ve bekle. Kulağına mı fısıldayacağız?
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Ha, bunu takip edeceğiz. Ne oldu lan orada? Sonra help, sonra.
this downpour's a bastard, it is.
Berbatçık'ın ruhu gibi bir şey bu ya.
Wizardry! Let me live.
Laberkin. Ama bize yol gösteriyor işte, zarar vermiyor.
You don't stop raining, my arse will rot off.
Aa, bundan önden işte. Büyük lan. Lan. Laberkin, şunlara bir şey yapamaz mısın? Neyse, gelmiyor. Buradalar mı acaba?
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there.
Kütüphane civarındaki
Might be
alanı
worth looking
araştır.
around though.
Tamam. Burada kan mı var?
Horseshoe. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it.
Su güzel.
Wailing, howling. They change in here. Both were here. I'm going the right way.
Laberkin.
Wants to show me something more.
Üç evladım. Casper'a benziyor lan bu. Ben niye kılıç çektim? O ne lan? Örümcek mi? Nasıl bir örümcek ya? Ağzım. Bir tane daha geliyor. Neyse boş ver. Oyalanmayalım. Görevi yapmak lazım. Ne küflü birisi mi? Lan git. Bu da orada kaldı. Kurta benziyor.
Come on.
Hadi. Bir saniye. Ne oldu lan o? Bir daha çıktılar.
Lost your nerve?
Yan. Gel bakalım. Bu patlıyor ya. Patlayınca bana zarar veriyor. Allah Allah. Bu ne? Gelmeyin yavrum, gelme. Yumurta. Birazcık daha yiyelim. Burada bir şey var ama.
Should examine that horse carcass.
Come on.
Patlayacak. Ya bunlar bitmiyor ki. Hop. Tamam. Leşi incele.
What do we have here?
Ne varmış? Sıradan geç.
Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse?
Olabilir.
Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength.
Özetleyelim.
Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here.
Yani atın kafası kopartılmış bilmem ne vesaire dedi. Lan atın kafasını kopartan zaten güçlü bir yaratıktır yani.
Show me what you got.
Hay sokacağım ya, yaratığı eksik olmuyor buranın da. Bulaşmayalım. Böyle koşalım. Kalabalık oldular. Çocuk geldik mi? Tehlike geçti herhalde. Burada mı?
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's
Sen
that?
kimsin?
The room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women, the Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
Oo, saklıyorlar. Kimi gördüm bir tarif et diyelim.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of our father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, hi. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than to Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
'Twere like this. I was a-waiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. Fiery marks on her hands.
Ulan öyle uzun konuşuyorsunuz ki uykum geldi ya.
What marks?
These, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Thanks for your help.
The lady. She'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is.
Baron ailesi hakkında konuş. Baron'un... Ne oluyor lan? Oğlum manyak mısınız lan? Baron'un kızı Tamara'yı Oxenford'ta bul. Oxenford'ta bul. Yağmalasak sıkıntı olmaz herhalde. Güzel. Bayağı bir olta aldık. Adamın evini soyduk ya. Bunlar balıkçılık yapıyor herhalde. Götür bizi, kes
So
bunu.
here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Tamam. Baron ailesi hakkında konuş diyor. Nereye gideceğiz? İşaret arka tarafta. Hızlı göz. Gidelim.
Come on.
Witcher, a word, please.
Ne var?
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the
Banana.
Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No, don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
Oo. Bayağı çiçek var burada. Topla yavrum. Nerede bu tombalak?
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Ailen hakkında konuşmamız
Got some
gerek.
information about your
Çünkü görev
family.
öyle
You've
istiyor.
learned something?
Yoksa meraklı değilim yani.
Let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out.
Zaten çok uzun sürüyor konuşmalarımız.
Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
No, but I talked to the man who helped her escape and then took her in. Tamara is safe and sound. From what I gathered, she has no desire to see you again, no intention to return.
I shan't trust some peasant dolt. I shan't trust whoever it is helped her. I need to know for certain she's safe. Go to her. You must be sure. See her yourself. I shan't believe anyone else.
That much I can do.
I'm grateful. Take this, call it enticement, and this might prove useful.
What is it?
A letter of safe conduct. Ever since the Redanians took hold of the Pontard Delta, they made it damned hard to get to Novigrad without one. Very well. You were to find them both. What of Anna? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs gone stiff from so much bed rest. To hunt down a wild boar that size? Why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Whole haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
At Kaer Morhen.
Witcher school there, aye. But they only took lads, as I recall.
They made an exception for me.
Right. Mean to say you're a she-witcher?
Not entirely. The mutations, I was never subjected to them. But everything else I know, I learned from the witches there.
Bu ne ya?
Know
Bu
any of
onlara
them
yazmış.
potions?
Not so much. A bit.
Because you see, at times I get this pinching back here.
Shut it, Egrin. Nobody cares about your backside. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one. But never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
Evet, korktu galiba.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself. I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. We start at daybreak. The day dawns.
Yarış vakti.
Ready?
Biz mi süreceğiz acaba?
As ever, first one to the tower.
Galiba biz
Manco!
kullanacağız. Ya da biz bineceğiz.
Come on, silly, don't you embarrass us.
Want that horse, don't ya?
Had
Sağa
one just
gösteriyor.
like it.
O herif soldan gitti. Bana niye yanlış yolu gösterdin lan? Tamam, burada birleşiyor. Ben geçtim onu ya. Tamam. Oyun bizde.
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you.
What?
Abi bir şey oluyor.
Another chance to win.
O ne lan?
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were he to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Kuşta bak lan. Hayır.
So long.
Güvent oyununu hiç beceremiyorum. Ne oldu lan?
Wait! Witcher! When you find my daughter, will you give her this?
A ragdoll?
Ulan madem değer veriyordun niçin dövüyorsun ya milleti? Niye kaçırıyorsun elinden? Tabii bir şeylerin değerini,
Let's go!
kıymetini kaybedince anlar derler ya. Benimki de o hesap. Tamam, bizde geçiş belgesi var. Sıkıntı yok.
Halt! No passage.
Case of the plague surface in the city or something?
The plague? No. We're to not let folk in the city. It's an order, so I don't, unless someone's got a pass.
Benim bir belgem var.
This what you mean?
Let me look at that. Missing a seal, the red one.
Impossible.
Department of Civil Defence forgot again. They're really off their heads these days. Happens, so be it. You may come through.
Come through.
Açın kapıyı. Baronun kızı tam araya oksam şu.
They near refused. Let us cross the pond.
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
Ne yapıyorsun lan?
You're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Got every right to be angry at your father, but he's worried about you.
Evet, haklısın.
I have a right. Thank you kindly. So good to have the approval of his hired thug. And my father worries only about what to get soused on next.
You're right. Your father's a jackass.
Glad we agree. But in that case, why are you helping him?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Wojtek claims your
konuşacak
mother
şimdi ya.
had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
What will you do now?
Find my mum?
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
What about your father?
Who?
İlla şundan
Oh,
solduruyor
him.
ya.
I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Lan unut
Well,
zaten
well.
senin baban şişkonun teki ya ayyaş. Bir boka yaramaz.
Witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the Bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the eternal fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Before you go, your father asked me to give you this.
Clara? Father told you to give me Clara. Funny how he thought to buy me back with a memory. Tell him one gesture could never make up for a ruined childhood. So long, Witcher. In spite of all, I'm grateful you gave me a choice. Didn't force me to go back to the tyrant.
Hope you know what you're getting yourself into. So long, and good luck.
Lan kedi, seni hiç sevmedim. Kemirik. Şimdi ne yapıyoruz? Baron'la Tamar hakkında. Oo.
I'm listening. What do you come to me with?
Gave Tamara your gift.
How'd she react?
Probably not like you'd have wanted.
Çok sevindi,
She
çok
threw the
güzel
doll
tepki
away.
verdi.
Threw it
Şerefsiz
away.
babam dedi.
Gods, I hoped, despite all. Well, what of Anna?
Still don't know anything specific, but I'm on her trail.
Well, will you stand there like a knob? Find her!
So long.
Gidelim gidelim. Verendeki diğer ipuçlarını incele ve Baron'un eşini bul. Hemen bakıyorum. Gene uzun bir video oldu. Bir sonraki bölümde kaldığımız yerden yine devam ederiz. İzlediğiniz için teşekkür ederim. Videoyu beğenmeyi ve kanala hala abone değilseniz abone olmayı unutmayın lütfen. Bir sonraki videoda görüşmek üzere. Hoşça kalın arkadaşlar.